Greetings, one and all, to the most cursed, most cringiest corner of the internet. A YouTube channel content creator actively alienating everyone in both the analog and digital world. Well, welcome and good evening, wonderful dice of all alignments. I am Lunar D8. This is the blind let's play of Siren's Call Escape Velocity. Lose yourself in Siren's Call. Second art. We're almost to the end of category 3. Yes, everything's a fucking hurricane pun. Or fucking spaceships. Which I am a fan of, so yay. And by that I mean space shuttle. Woo! Look at everyone, they're so happy. Been working out then? You could say that. I spend the next hour or so telling Bud everything that happened between me and Andy. She lets me talk, and I let her paint. A congenial, familiar pattern of ours. So Andy the Invincible is finally letting herself get some rest. Good. That's really good to hear. She's too young to be growing gray hairs on our behalf anyway. Agreed. Still, I wish I could do more to ease her mind. I wish I could stick around. All you need to do is keep your promise to her, and she'll be fine. I don't know, Vi. That seems like a pretty hard thing for Andy to enforce. It's not like she'll be checking up on me anytime soon. Our goodbye was pretty final, after all. So what? Even if she never sees you again, it's still worth being healthy for your own sake, too. Honestly, even if you said goodbye, who knows how things are going to turn out. We've been wrong before, clearly. Despite what Andy thinks, she could still easily run into Ash again someday. So who's to say she won't run into you, too? And if you're not well off when she does, don't you think that'll hit her pretty hard? I guess. You're brooding again, Broodmeister. No, I'm just being realistic. I just feel like it's presumptuous for you to put me in the same league as Ash. Feels a little like false equivalency. Ash is the freaking moon to Andy. So even if she's right and never ends up seeing him again, she's still try to seek him out more, obviously. God, I hate that word. You know she cares about you too, Oliver. Which word? Yeah. But that's different, and you know it. Besides, it'd be better if she chased after the people she could actually build a life with. It's simple math. We're human beings. Our resources are limited. And we're not in school anymore. There's no convenient way for us all to hang out together again. Even if there was, she only has so much time to get to where she needs to be. Sure, I'd love to stay in her life, but it's for the best. Then I'll set fire to what we had. But if it's for the best... I mean, technically we live in an era of technology. Even back in 2011, you had phones. And nowadays, face chat exists. As do planes. Also trains. It'll be my gift to her, even if it's only for a moment. I'll lift her up with ungodly amounts of force. I'll blow myself up to launch her into space. That way she can be happy. I'll burn it all up. I'll use what's left of our friendship as fuel to help her reach escape velocity. I just hope I'm burning the right things. Hope I'm not making another mistake. Another mistake, huh? Violet turns away from me and starts moving her brush again. Do you know why I paint the way I do, Oliver? Huh? I mean, it's pretty much your style, right? I know I've said it many times, but I really, really like the music in this game. Nope, it's borrowed. Like how most things are, really. Borrowed. I don't paint to be unique or special, or any of that goofy claptrap. I paint this way because there are no mistakes. What are you talking about? Mistakes. Most aren't worth getting too upset about. Because most are really small, and it's because the vast majority of the time, people are only going to see the big picture. They aren't going to know if that tree was mine, a tree of mine was once a telephone pole, or if that ear was once a nose. They aren't going to know unless an expert points it out to them. They'll only see the landscape, or the monster, or the person. That's how most people are. They see what they're shown, which is super ideal if you ask me. Because as long as you can forgive yourself for these little mistakes, well then that solves most of your problems. Right then and there. But there's an art to forgiveness too. You can be great at forgiving other people. But that doesn't mean a thing if you can't forgive yourself. This sounds like more false equivalency. You think so? Why, I'm almost positive the mistakes in a painting aren't equal to whatever it is that I do. What about the locker? What about all the sirens I killed? Were the things I did this summer not a mistake? Oliver, you didn't do what you did in the underworld out of compassion. You did it because you felt helpless. But what you're doing for Andy is different. You want her to be happy. Because you love her. Even if you choose to view both sets of actions as mistakes, I don't think the second one is worth losing much sleep over. That's all I'm really trying to say. But hey, that's just me. You're still the one that gets the final say in what actually matters and what doesn't. It scares me a little, though. I get the value of doubting yourself, believe me, I do. But if you keep focusing on the texture of every little detail instead of the big picture, you're going to lose your mind. I honestly believe that. So, let it go, hun. Not just for me, but for you. Please, I really think you need to. Violet holds her paintbrush to the sun and glares at it. And I need to wash my brushes more, good lord. She lightly whacks her brush against the inside of a nearby bucket of water. As she does, the brush bleeds out, polluting the once clear water with a murky, pernicious red. There we go, there we go. A little water cleans everything. Now we can finish things up.